Next up now, we're going to learn guanxi, but we'll start with this character here. This means silk, basically, well, you can actually break it down a little bit further than this. You can even start with this one. This means silk, actually, and this one led onto this one. It doesn't have any pronunciation, and this means silk. Why silk is important now is because what we're going to study now is basically connection or relationships, and all of these things that you can see with this silk. This is a thread here, but we can imagine that thread it represents silk in this case in this picture, and you use silk or thread here to piece things together. And for instance, relationships are connected, so they use silk to connect with each other. I'm using my hands. I realise you can't really see my hands or my face, but they're doing just fine right here. Okay, so silk. We'll skip the pronunciation for that one. But what's important is this character here. So you see, we just added a little top layer here, and the rest still just looks like silk. By the way, in the bottom there, it looks like small almost, or not almost. It actually just looks just like it. And so this here means a series or we can call it like a relationship, we can call it. Actually, let's go ahead and just call it a relationship. So it's pronounced xi, and it means relationship. And it's going to be very, very useful. And now, let's build even further. I've told you that guanxin means to care for someone. But what if we do like this instead? If we do guanxi, then this doesn't mean to care about someone, but we know that guan sort of means to encapsulate, to surround, to like take everything close to your heart that is around you, to care for something simply. And guanxi means your relationship or your connection with something. Guanxi, so close plus relationship, or close plus plus connection plus silk, and there we go. That means relationship. This is even a word that we use in English, if we're at least a little bit aware of what they do over there in China. Guanxi is such a common word in China that this word. That we foreigners, at least when we talk about China or Chinese, we will use guanxi, and we will not translate it because it has more depth, the Chinese meaning, than the English one. Guanxi is what you have to do when you have to when you want to strike a business deal. It's more important that you have trust in each other and that you can go out and drink beer with each other and sing karaoke. That shows trust, and that's usually what they do in Chinese businesses before they even shake hands or sign a contract. So relationship in China is super important. It also means that if your father works in the government, it'll be easy for you to succeed later in life as well. So guanxi works like this, and it's something very important. It'll also help us understand how to say no problem, which we'll find out in the next video. Okay, so let's learn about guan what?
Guanxi.
Guanxi. So guan means to close.
Yes.
But when we learned it in like guanxin, it means also like to close around, to care. Mm-hmm. So everything around you, closed circuit basically. And then xi means what?
Means silk.
Silk,
yeah.
Or like connection, or anything that you connect something with. So guanxi means to close around, you wrap around, and it so literally means what?
Like connections or relationships.
So two words, basically these two words, connection or relationship. And this is very important in Chinese culture.
Of course.
Yes, of course. It's even so when you do business, the most important thing is not that you're good at it, but it's that
your guanxi.
You have
your connections.
Yes, you have good connections. You have good guanxi. Good. So Anne, do you have good guanxi?
Of course.
Of course.
So
you make a lot of money then, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, guanxi is the most important thing in China.
Yes.
Wonderful. Guanxi.
Guanxi.
And how is our guanxi?
Very hao, very hao.
So hao. It's so hao.
So hao.